Oh, and we've started. I'll get back to you in a second, Ash, just on that one. So, hello everyone and welcome to Call It Crits. We are, as you might know, or you might notice, on our main screen today, we don't have the characters from our usual campaign displayed, because tonight we are doing a special one-shot adventure. I would love to say that it's for Halloween. It's not actually for Halloween, however, there is a bit of a horror theme to this particular one. It is mainly due to the fact that we have the absence of Alar in the midst of an Alar-themed adventure in the main campaign. So we all thought it'd be nice and fun to run a one-shot campaign set in an apocalyptic fantasy setting, or a post-apocalyptic fantasy setting that I'm currently writing for another campaign that I'm hoping to do in a couple of years' time, probably at the end of this campaign. We'll see. So yeah, let's just answer your question there, Ash. You were asking about languages. What did you need to know?
This is a one-shot.
Yeah.
And I'm extra. Can I speak one of the rare languages from them? So can I speak giant elk alongside maybe goblin and orc?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And we'll see if it comes into play.
Giant elk.
The giant elk. Why not?
Right, yeah, why not indeed? Why not indeed? So, I'm just going to set the scene for the campaign, not the campaign, the one-shot. The world is known as Valantia, and it is a post-apocalyptic setting. Essentially, the heroes were fighting against a Lich King and failed, and the Lich King summoned or opened up a portal to the Abyss. The Abyss began to rip open through into the material plane, letting all sorts of undead, evil demons and fiends through, and something called the Solar Shroud, which began to pour out into the skies above the world. The Solar Shroud basically means that anyone that dies whilst underneath the Solar Shroud, their soul is ripped from their body and becomes part of the Solar Shroud, and thus makes it bigger. What's left behind becomes an undead zombie, which then roams the land looking for food. As well as, obviously, the other fiends and things like that are sort of pouring through. Our setting is currently in a settlement known as the Ivory Sanctum, and one of the things that's really important about this setting is a lot of the world is disconnected. There's not a lot of communication that goes on between settings. It's about 20 years since the events, and the Ivory Sanctum has become a bit of a thriving settlement. You know, they've managed to purify water amongst the rest of the water that's become too diseased to drink. You've managed to cultivate farming. You've got mining. You've got a bit of a diplomatic system going on. It was founded by a group known as the Ivory Dozen, who were a group of adventurers who rescued people from the Destrin Deadlands and brought them here, and basically took this place from a Nalfeshni known as Salglurk the Fetid. And yeah, this settlement has been thriving for around 20 years-ish. What's been going on in this the setting for the one-shot that we're going on today, and I'll read what I sent you guys anyway. So, the one-shot we're going to be doing today is called Problems at the Pyrite Mine. The Pyrite Mine being the main mine in the Ivory Sanctum, which is where most of the useful resources come from for building and for weapon making and defences and such. It's owned, or was given to, or controlled by, a group of dwarves known as the Talhund, who worship the god Demanthian. And one of the things that the Talhund do is they mine all of the precious metals and things like that, and the building materials, and they get to keep all of the precious gems and treasures and things that they find that wouldn't be much use in a time like this. Most of it they give to their gods, to their god Demanthian in offerings, and the others they just store away. So I'll just read the premise. The Pyrite Mines was founded on an unfinished mine started not long before the events of the Sullen Slaughter, which is what ended the world. Like many other places, it was left abandoned long after the dead became to rise and demons began running rampant. After the Ivory Dozen claimed the settlement known as the Ivory Sanctum from the Nalfeshni Snarglurk the Fetid. The mine has been put to good use under the control of a group of dwarves known as the Tal Hund. It provides vital resources for the Ivory Sanctum, such as useful metals and strong building materials. The dwarves stockpile precious gems and treasures they find, some of which they offer to their god Demantheon. There are worries that the Tal Hund, however, are beginning to grow greedy, and the confines of the Sanctum will soon not be enough for them. The Tal Hund have been warned that if they continue to dig beyond a certain threshold, that they could breach the protection of the Forbiddance Aura, leaving the mines and possibly the Sanctum open to the dangers of the outside world. And this is really important. The Forbiddance Aura is sort of like circulates from the Temple of Helm, which is in the dead centre of the Ivory Sanctum. This prevents any fiend from entering or teleporting or flying over the Ivory Sanctum without taking a good deal of damage. So it's basically it's where the Helm protects them. For reasons not yet known, the Tal Hund ignored these warnings and began to tunnel far beyond the perimeter of the settlement's divine protection. As a result, they let something into the mines that has been attacking miners and turning them into undead abominations that can somehow shamble through the Forbiddance Aura. And that's where we come into our story today. So, you guys have all, you're all civilians or settlers within the Ivory Sanctum. You've probably come here for, from different points over the last 20 years. Some of you might have been there from the beginning, or not from the very beginning, but quite early on. Some of you might be quite new to it. But for some, for your own reasons, you've all been brought forward to come and help with this problem. Brought together by the leader of the Ivory Sanctum, a man named Odell. He's the basically the vigilant eye of Helm. He's the watcher. He is the one that people look up to in times of need. And at this point, he has got members of the Tal Hund in custody and basically accusing them of putting the settlement in danger because they dug far beyond the boundary that they should have. He's asked for people to come forward to deal with this mission and to deal with this particular crisis, and you guys have come forward. And you've all got, obviously will have your own reasons, but we don't need to go too much into that in a one shot. So, Odell, you all sort of climb up the main stairway or steps up towards the entrance of the mine, and Odell's he's up there with you, and you've also got Eorhart. He's the leader of the Vigilant Eyes, the Paladins who watch over the Ivory Sanctum. He's there with you as well. He's a Goliath. He's about 8 foot tall, tattoos. He also wears quite well-kept Paladin armor. It still has dints and dents in it from surviving out in the Destron Deadlands and beyond, but he keeps it in the best nick that he can. Odell addresses you all and says, thank you all for coming and answering the call for what we need here to help try and clear out the mines of, the undead. We have some guards on the inside who are just posted just prior to the boundary, just before where the Tal Hund have, breached the perimeter. And we're hoping that once you go past there, you'll be able to take care of what's inside, and then come out and we can seal up those tunnels, and nothing else will hopefully get through there. It's fairly straightforward, but there's something else I need of you. And he's Eorhart just kind of nods. He says, let me get the character's name right because I can never remember this. Sorry. Kadrin, the leader of the Tal Hund, he's been keeping something from me, and for some reason he's still not talking. I need to know what that is. So, if you find out any evidence within the mine that can try and give us any indication as to why he may have breached the boundary and risked the safety of everyone here within the Ivory Sanctum, I need that information.
Strings has a question.
Go for it.
Why does he not speak? Does he have a jaw?
Say that again.
I'm not. The voice is not going to stick, is it? Unfortunately.
It's alright.
You guys are going to have to imagine he sounds like a golem ordered from Wish.
Oh, okay.
So, Strings asks, does he not have a jaw?
Who?
The leader of the dwarves.
Oh no, he's just being very stubborn. Strings.
Ah, I see. Do we remove his jaw?
No, we don't want to remove his jaw. We do want him to speak, and we actually need his expertise in this. However, at the moment, we need to make sure that what's down in the mine isn't going to cause any more threat to our settlement. I just need you to go in there, take care of any of the undead, of the unfortunate souls that have been lost already, find the cause of the problem, whatever it may be, and bring back any evidence as to what our supposed friend Kadrin has been keeping from us.
Strings understand, but Strings would not call him friend.
Well, at the moment, it is a fine line. Does anyone else have any more questions before you enter the mine?
Strings
No?
has no more.
Strings, you have no more questions. That's fine. No one else?
Hello.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Verdigris, yes.
Hello. Yes, I was wondering, is there, a light source down there, any sort of, I don't know,
If you're
any-
thinking you'll have trouble seeing in the dark, Verdigris, you could.
No, absolutely not. I am trained in all sorts of terrain. I will have no problems whatsoever.
Very well. But if you are going to have problems, Earhart has torches prepared.
Oh, I will definitely take some of those. Yes.
Okay, and Earhart just kind of plonks a few torches down on the ground, a couple of which would be small enough for you to handle.
Super. Dark Morgan, proceed to the torches.
Woof!
And you see what appears to be a corgi wearing an elaborate Halloween costume that makes it look like it's being ridden by a tiny knight. Shuffle over to the torches, at which point the tiny knight gets off of the dog, picks up some tiny torches, and then gets back on the dog.
You look like a picture from very far away.
What was that,
I
Strings?
have torches.
You look like a picture from very far away.
Ah, thank you. I shall take that as the compliment it is.
I've got a question.
Yes, Thermos.
Just remind me what it is you all do here, because I normally don't interact with you enough to care. Not you, them.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I could leave the explaining to them if you wish. Strings, would you like to explain to Thermos what it is you do?
Okay, I was going to do it in the voice, but it's not going to work. I will, however, use Strings' vocal cadence I've been working on for the past few days. Strings walks around the Shamblers, and Strings knows where all the plants are. Yet, Strings is not seen by the Shamblers, and Strings collects the best plants. When Uncle died, Strings had no one to collect plants for, so Strings made himself useful to the whole community. You see that because Strings is wearing a mask, It's not like he's trying to hide his appearance. The more it's quite a lovingly detailed wooden mask with carvings in. You can kind of see his eyes moving to represent that his eyebrows are moving up and down in excitement, but you can't see much else of his face.
Wait,
Also,
are you?
he smells like Holland and Barrett, just for context.
Strings has a. He's very good at being avoided by the undead. He's been out beyond, out into the Destrian Deadlands many times and has always come back unscathed. Sometimes he's, against our wishes, even gone out alone and come back unscathed.
Strings is best hiker in the land.
And I'm inclined to believe him. He will be useful on this mission.
Fair enough.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Verdigria Garrett, knight and future Grey Mantle of this fine villa. This is my steed, Dark Morgan. Fierce and terrible beast. Don't bark while I'm talking. No. Quiet. I will give you a treat later. And I am here to aid you in your quest. I fear nothing, no one. I will fight anyone, anywhere, and I fear not the undead.
Very good. And Verdigris, as promised, Earhart will award you with a grey mantle. And all of you, if you wish to have it, upon return from this mission. Cockett, care to explain what it is you do?
You see a beardless dwarf with Goliath tattoos all over his body, wearing nothing but a loincloth and some fuzzy boots and some leather braces, picking his ass, staring into the fire, completely oblivious to everything that's gone on.
Cockett.
He just turns around.
Cockett.
What?
You seemed pretty eager to come here to do this mission. Care to explain what it is you do within the settlement to the people you're going to be working with today?
I'm the smith. Master said that stuff needed hitting. I'm here to hit stuff.
And I'm sure there'll be plenty of things to hit.
Fine bowls? Is it you who made them fine bowls?
I don't know. I make pointy things. I make axes and arrowheads and stuff like that.
It must be other topless dwarf who makes loads of things like bowls.
This fine craftsman here is the one who has forged my mighty weapon, as you can see. And I produce a tiny rapier.
And those for toothpicks.
How dare you, sir? And who are you? Who are you to mock this man's craft?
I wasn't mocking. I've genuinely been using them for toothpicks. I didn't realize there were swords. So yeah, I'm Thermos, Wheatblade. I provide all of you ungrateful douche nozzles with the food that you eat every day. So you're welcome. But I figured that someone with my considerable talents could be of some use here. So I thought I'd go down into the mines and help you all out. You see a green-skinned tiefling with hair that is, at first it looks like it's in dreads, but then you realize there are actual vines growing through it, knotting it up. Other than that, he would be dressed like a farmer, apart from he's got some sort of very basic rudimentary armor on top of it, and a nice straw hat as well.
A fine warrior of the earth.
you grow the beans?
Yeah, and the carrots and the cabbages and pretty much everything else.
No, the
Ah,
beans.
yes. Are you
What?
the one that grows those great vegetables that sprouts?
I'm gonna reach into my pack and I'm gonna bring out a tiny in his hands thermos flask. I'm gonna crack it open, and the smell of rich coffee just permeates from it. Do you
Oh,
grow the beans?
that stuff. Yeah. I mean, you know, people like it. Not that I
Oh,
care.
well, Thermos and many other of our farmers grow all of our beans and other things. One of the reasons I'm quite happy that Thermos is here on this mission is that time that we'd had the wolf pack following down from the hills and attack the livestock. Thermos, you were rather proficient in dealing with that situation, most of which by yourself. So,
Yeah, well, not like I go around telling people.
well, I'm sorry if I overstepped.
Beans were illegal.
At the mention or the confirmation of him being the bean master, Cocket will rush over
Ah!
and give Thermos the biggest bone-crushing hug ever.
You're
Master
doing-
never told him where the beans came from.
Well, what's he doing? Get him off! Get him off! Get him off!
I ain't going nowhere.
I take out my sickle and use the handle to just kind of push you away gently.
I'll look all dejected and go back to just stroking my flask.
I think we've wasted enough time here. You hear a voice sort of boom down from the Goliath, who is stood impatiently by the mine entrance. If those undead things are shambling through the mines, we better get taking care of it. I need you to go in, take care of it, and come out. Get the evidence we need, so that we can do what we will with Talhund. Understand? Sorry if I'm growing impatient, but you've never been... Well, I don't know if any of you had any experience with the undead, but it's not
Yeah, a little.
nice. Watch yourselves, don't get bitten. Obviously. Get your asses in there and take care of it.
We shall return forthwith.
And
Onward, fellows. Which
okay,
direction are we going?
the two guards that are stood on the entrance, sort of like part and let you walk in through the main entrance of the mines. As you walk in, it's dark and dingy. However, this sort of area has been somewhat lit with lanterns down the edge. There is actually a track that comes up that would have trolleys pushed up and down it, allowing like carts full of whatever they find down there and to be brought to the surface nice and quickly. There's a slight descent as you go down, and it gets a little cooler as you go down. It's like almost quite cold as you go down. You start to shiver slightly. Anyone that isn't wearing anything covering their arms anyway. You venture forward. You're all by yourselves at this point, but you were told that there'd be some other guards a little bit further down guarding the boundary. I do actually have a map which I will get up shortly to show you where you are going. All the miners have been emptied out from the mine at this point for obvious reasons. Undeads shambling around and causing havoc. You are travelling for around 20 minutes until you eventually get to an area that's quite well lit, and there are two guards wearing the same silver and red armour that the guards at the top were wearing. You see them kind of squinting their eyes, one human, one half-orc, squinting their eyes, looking at you. So one of them says, "Are you the ones they've sent?"
Indeed, my fine fellows, we are here to save you from this scourge.
you see that the humans kind of like squinting and looking around and say, which one of you said that? It's a little bit dim in here.
Hello.
Down there.
Down here. Yeah, sorry.
What? What?
Down there on the dog. On the dog.
The dog's on the dog, and it kind of like squint.
No. On the dog. Yes, it's a common misunderstanding. It's not actually Dark Morgan speaking, although he can speak quite well. Speak, Dark Morgan.
Ruff.
Reveal yourself. He's very clever. He's a very clever boy, aren't you? And I give him a little head switch. Yeah, there we go. Good boy, Dark Morgan.
Oh, right. I think I've seen you about the settlements.
My entourage. Yes.
You mean with all the kids? Yeah.
Well, the future entourage. I mean, yes, occasionally I have been mistaken for a puppet.
Okay.
That will.
I mean,
it will all change when I have a grey mantle.
you see him kind of like, almost snigger beneath his breath.
That's funny.
Okay. You are aware of what you're going in here, aren't you? You know what's beyond these doors.
Oh yes, adventure.
Like
Entertainment.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, at least you guys have the enthusiasm for it.
Oh, of course, yes. No, we're all very excited, aren't we, fellows? I look at Thermo.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
riveting.
Yes, what a great word.
Did
Right, how we are.
Did anyone think to pack any sandwiches? I didn't think to pack any sandwiches.
This does not need sandwiches.
Oh, damn it.
Well, we will be home in time to see it, surely.
As you're all talking and just having this conversation, you feel a slight quake on the walls, and there's some of the some rocks and a bit of dust kind of falls and down to the ground and settles, and then it kind of stops and eases off.
Right.
Says, it's been doing that a lot more recently.
Oh, dear.
There was a real big one not that long ago. Sounded like something awful happened, but we're okay here. Thankfully, they've managed to quite reinforce. Looks like there's been a lot of reinforcements put in these tunnels. What I would probably say is maybe be careful of any falling rocks when you're in there.
Oh my.
Especially you. It looks like maybe a smaller rock might actually kill you.
I look behind me to see which one of them he's talking about.
A medium-sized rock may hurt me.
Yes, well, don't worry. Strings, was it? Strings? I will protect you from any falling rocks with my mighty weapons.
Puppet and strings. That's funny.
No, it's actually it's verdigris. Verdigris. No, it's not puppet.
But you look like a puppet.
No, I don't.
All right. So shall we get on with this then or not? And I finally found the accent I was going for. So there we are.
Excellent.
I like it.
Excellent.
The voice is very different.
Right. Very well. Our orders are to let you in. So once you go beyond here, just obviously, don't come out until you've killed everything. I guess that's what you're here for, isn't it?
Yes. Apart from, of course, the people we must question.
I'm sorry?
Kill.
Oh, nothing. Ignore the wee puppet man.
I mean, if you find anyone alive beyond there, I mean, that's you'll be lucky. I mean, yeah, you definitely bring them out, but I think you'll be lucky if you find anyone alive beyond there. It's
Okay, very well. Let us go.
We heard the screams. Right, are you ready? And he opens up the doors and ushers you in. And as soon as you go beyond the doors, you hear and the doors slam you, and there's like a locked behind you as you're all brought into the mine, and you are now deep within the mine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring open a map. because so we can see where we are. We're not in the battle yet, so I'm just going to put the calm music on.
Verdigris had already forgotten that we weren't meant to mention the questioning.
Right. So, I don't want
Oh, I've got
battle music.
my
There we go.
word.
There, I didn't want battle music. So I'm just letting it open up and getting my map open. I should have had it open before. Never mind. In fact, I did have it open before, but then I had a blue screen earlier on, so that doesn't happen to this time.
You having tech issues, Phil? Say it ain't so.
Oh well, yeah.
Happens to the rest of us.
Right. Let's have a look and let's get the map open. So, Pyrite Mines 1 load. Hoping I've got all this correct. Here we are. So, don't know if you guys can't see it yet because I haven't shared it with you.
Helpful.
Well, yeah, it would be. There we are. It's a good thing I haven't shared it with you yet because I didn't want you to see things that you weren't supposed to see. Right. And it's shared on there. Okay, so can you all see it now?
Aye.
I've chosen minis that hopefully represent your characters best I can. So we've got. I couldn't find a fairy wearing armor, so I've just got a fairy. So and I know that I couldn't find a. I know Strings probably doesn't have a crossbow, but yeah, it's the best I could get. Is that all alright for you guys?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right, so as you enter this part of the mine and the doors are closed, you walk following the tracks a little bit further down, still going deeper and down into the mine until you eventually come to a bit of a halt, and you find that there's been a cave-in the mine. There's rocks have fallen and appear to have crushed the tracks and one of the carts as well underneath it. And it appears to be blocking most of the path ahead. You do notice that there is a slight gap down the side that you can get past, but at the moment what you can see there is a pile of rocks sort of blocking most of the tunnel.
Is the blood underneath it like accurate to what we
Yes.
see as well?
So if you hang on, put your hands up who has dark vision, or don't put your hands up. Tell me who has dark vision.
You're
Not me.
I don't think I do.
Nope.
You're a tiefling. You're a tiefling, are you?
Tieflings have dark
Yeah.
vision.
Oh, in that case.
Yeah.
In that
So
case, yeah.
you'll see it, Thermos, and I think does dwarves have dark vision?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
Yeah. So
dwarves do.
yeah, dwarves have dark vision. So Cocket, you'll be able to sort of see that what's ahead of you is this there's a bit of a stench in the air as you get this
Sorry.
far. There's a stench in the air as you get this far forward, and you even notice that Dark Morgan's nose, that their paw, kind of covers their nose, and like, it's a bit of a punch.
Morgan. That's a little right down here.
Oh.
I wonder why.
What would you like to do?
Would I like to
So-
talk?
So, you said there's a smell in the air.
Yes.
Oh. Hello?
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I think there's a bit of a delay. There we go. With that, is the smell fresh? I want to use a survival check to assess.
Yes.
The
Give me a
smell is fresh to work
yeah,
out
give
how
me a-
recently-
give me a survival check.
Ooh, best roll.
First roll.
You're not even going to believe this.
Natural 20. Hang on.
Hold on. Nobody needs to see my card, but everyone needs to see that natural 20.
Yeah,
It's a bit low,
nice.
isn't it?
Nice. It is that's it. That is definitely a natural 20. So with a natural 20, this smells very, very fresh. But not fresh as in that because of a natural 20. It's not like fresh as in like fresh. I mean, you know that what happened down here happened within the last day, so there's probably been fresh kills that have happened here recently. But the stench, there's almost like a stench of decomposition as well. Almost like, you know, there's something dead down here that's, you know, rotting slightly.
String suspects that there is a shambler underneath that box.
How would you like to proceed? What you can also see is there's about it's between 3 to 5 foot sort of like and down here that you can sort of like get past to get through to the other side of the corridor. Getting over.
Plenty of,
Sorry?
plenty of space.
Plenty of space for you, yeah.
I delighted to watch. And
I
say loudly to my companions. Well, ow.
I nudged the dog with my foot, and I go, well, go on then, you wee puppet man. Lead the way.
So, Dark Morgan is not a puppy. Never mind. Yes. Okay.
No.
Off we go. Hello, go, Dark Morgan. Go.
So you'd like to make your way. So you start making your way down here, and going down here.
Why is no one following me? I don't understand.
is Strings is following?
Yep, Strings will cast Mage Hand, and then will grab one of the torches and hold it 10 feet in front.
Okay. Who's following after Strings?
I'm sticking very close to the Bean Man.
Okay.
Best friend.
Right.
Weirdo.
So, as you're making your way and squeezing past, or well, you're not squeezing, but sort of like making your way, stepping over fallen rocks and things just down this gap, I would like Dark Morgan, or, well, I say Dark Morgan and or Verdigris to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Okay. So. My first roll. I shall use my stats if I have them up. Oh, not bad. Saving throw, yes?
Yes.
That is 17.
17. You succeed as from underneath the rubble. 1 second. Get my objects. Get my saved objects. Go to this. From underneath the rubble, a half, like sort of like crushed, undead dwarf. I don't have an undead dwarf, but an undead dwarf kind of reaches out from you from beyond the from underneath the rubble and goes to grab you. You manage to sort of duck out of the way of it, and sort of like get to the other side.
Yeah.
And it's kind of there underneath it. It can't move because its body has been crushed underneath all the rocks, but it's kind of like... What would you like to do? Yeah, the rest of you wouldn't be able to get past with it in the way as well. It you know, feel like if you tried to get past it, it might grab at you. So you'd have to make some sort of check to get past it if you wanted to leave it there.
I can slay this creature for you, so you may escape its grasp. Hang on, I will draw my lance.
Yep, give me an attack roll and do with with advantage, please, because it's technically it's restrained underneath all the rocks.
So the lance I can only attack from 10 feet away instead of 5 because it is so long. Oh no, even with advantage this might miss. 13.
13. Hang on a second.
I got a 3
even
and a 7.
even with advantage. Let's see. No, that's gonna hit. They have very low AC. So, and you just kind of get your roll for damage.
Excellent. Okay, with my lance, that is 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage. You sort of go to stab it, and you kind of stab it through the shoulder and into its chest, and kind of pull out, and it's still sort of trying to pull its way out. Someone else can have so do you have 2 attacks, or?
I think that's only at level 5, isn't it?
So there you go. So you don't have another attack. So Strings, as you're going past, because it's so tight, you would be the next person to act in this.
Strings will look like he's assessing if it's windy for a second. You'll see him like sort of put a hand up in the air and then look up. And then he's going to cast Mold Earth underneath the zombie.
Right.
And move the earth 5 foot in front, so the zombie will fall 5 foot down, and I'm presuming rocks will fall with it.
Okay, interesting. So you're going to basically make it go down into the ground and... Yeah.
Yeah, bury it.
Yeah, okay. So, Mold Earth. I like this. Mold...
I promised myself I wouldn't use it in the main campaign, but I thought, damn it, I'm going to use it in this one.
Yeah, I like that. So you cast Mold Earth, and the zombie that's kind of there, just still reaching out, appears to have completely ignored you, Strings, hasn't even looked at you. It's reaching out for verdigris, and you cast Mold Earth beneath it, and it falls into it, and the rocks that are on top kind of... And you just hear this crushing sound as it gets crushed underneath the weight of all the rocks. Yeah, that one's dead.
Can I collect a couple of the stones as well?
You can pick
smaller stones.
Yeah, you can pick up a few small stones. Yeah, free action. That's no problem.
Fantastic.
All right. With that, you manage to get yourselves sort of through to the other side of here. Let's move you through.
Excellent work, Mr. Strings.
Strings appreciates your comment.
Right. You enter into an area. It's a large cavern area, and you're not alone. Within this area...
There are, in fact, 4 of us.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies in this area. Different races, and so some dwarven, some humans, some... orcish, basically all workers in the mine that have all been turned by whatever has turned these creatures. You also notice in the far corner there's sort of like a workstation with lots of sort of like stuff on it that's over there. It's obviously the overseer's desk. And at this point they all kind of see you come through and they turn, and you sort of see their heads kind of crack towards you, and you hear and start moving towards you. And at this point, I'd like everybody to roll for initiative, please. Right, let me add these to this.
Oh, god damn it. Well, hope that's not foreshadowing the rest of my night.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Right, so... And I'm going to put battle music on as well for this. Ooh. Well, for the stream to be able to hear anyway.
Not for you, peasants.
Not for you. Okay. So, yes. So we'll go to Cockett. What's your initiative?
15.
15. Right. Strings.
15 also.
15 also. Not Ralgin. Thermos.
3.
3. Ooh. Okay. And Verdigris.
16.
16. Does Dark Morgan get a initiative as a cavalier?
No, I think
no. Just yours. Okay, that is fine. And we will start. Okay, so Verdigris, you are going first. So, what would you like to do? You see all these zombies start to shamble towards you. What would you like to do?
I will charge. Dark Morgan, forward! And Dark Morgan will scamper towards the nearest zombie.
There you go.
Ha! And I shall charge in and hit it with my lance.
Sorry, say that again. With
my
your lance. Okay, yep, roll for attack.
Yes. Aha! Oh, it's not. Oh no! Oh no!
It
Good.
begins.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, yeah, you miss. But actually, you don't miss. As you charge towards the creature, your lance goes straight through. You think you've made purchase, you think you've done really well, but actually, it's just gone through an already existing hole that this creature already had in it, and it doesn't do any damage. And actually, you get stuck in the creature, and you're trying to pull it out, and you are now intertwined with this zombie.
Well, this is embarrassing.
It is now Cocket's turn. What does Cocket like to do?
Well, I don't know. Me and Thingy rolled the same, so does it go down to Dex?
Oh, actually, yeah. What is your Dex, Cocket?
13, so +1.
And what is String's Dex?
14.
So Strings would go first on this then.
Yep.
Okay. So as a bonus action, Strings will go to his pouch, which he's just put some of them stones in. He'll take 3 stones, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Magic Stone.
Okay.
And I am going to aim at the one closest to me on the left.
This one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an attack.
Right. Swarm Keeper range now. That is a 12 on dice plus proficiency.
That will
3,
that will
so that's
definitely
good.
hit.
Wonderful. 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 3.
Nice.
So the delightful thing about the Swarm Keeper is that once per turn, they can use their swarms to attack and do d6 again.
Nice.
But also, it's 2d6, sorry, not 1d6, 1d8. So that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points of bludgeoning damage on that one, which is number 2. Okay, you hitting it. It turns its attention towards you as you attacked it.
Brill. And then I will, as my movement, I'm going to move diagonally 5 foot to the right, and then basically get next to Verdigris and Dark Morgan.
Okay, to there.
Hello!
Yeah.
Okay. Right, now it's you, Cocket.
I would like to rage.
Okay.
I don't like the undead. And I'm gonna charge 25 feet to the one to the left.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. I'm gonna be wielding my great axe.
Okay.
And I would like to recklessly attack this. I don't know how to do reckless. This is new.
Okay, so...
You get advantage on the attack, but then other creatures get advantage on
On
the
you.
attack against you.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be. And so, what is it to hit? Is it dexterity to hit? Do I add dex or do I add strength?
You would add strength.
Okay, so 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so it's a 1d12. I've never used one of these before.
Okay.
9 plus my rage damage, 10, 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of...
strength as well.
Did you add your strength?
Yes, I did, yeah. So it was 9 on dice plus 3. Oh, no, actually, 9, 10, 12, 14 points of slashing damage. Thank you very much. I have no idea how to barbarian.
14 points. Okay. That one is still standing. They're seemingly quite good HP. But, yeah, they're still standing, but you can cleave off one of its arms. It's
going to scream at it in its face. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. We're going to go to... No, wait. Lynx isn't part of this. It's their turn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the movement of the ones at the back first. So we'll go this one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and the rest of its movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it's going to go for you, Verdigris. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Actually, yeah. But that one doesn't get to attack. That one doesn't get to attack. I'll do this one's attack first. So on you, natural one.
You look the fool, don't you?
So because you have your lance, because your lance is stuck through the creature, when it goes to attack you, it goes to swipe but doesn't realise that its movement is impeded by the lance. As it goes to sort of swipe, the lance becomes free and you're no longer bound to the creature. Okay, this one on, that's going to move to there, on Cocket. So the first one is, what's the pluses on it? +3 to attack. That's 10 to hit. It's going to miss, isn't it?
No dice. 14 AC.
Yeah, and the next one gets, that's going to hit. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So, and that is 1d6 plus 1. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as it sort of hits into you.
Do I half that because I'm raging?
Oh, hang on a second. It rolls with advantage on you, so I'm just going to... So that's doubled. So, no, you take 2 points, because I just rolled a natural 20. Because it rolled with advantage on you. And I have to roll the other one with advantage as well. Because... you recklessly attacked. Oh, that's another natural 20! What? So that's... yep, hang on. So you, in fact, take 9 points of damage plus 4 points of damage. So that is 13 points of damage from 2
total.
natural... yes, total on you.
And did you half the second one?
No, well... oh, yeah, sorry, half that, So 13, half it, so 6 points of damage total. Right. And that is their turn. It's now your turn, Thermos. Are you there, Thermos? Are you
Sorry,
mute?
I was on mute. Yeah. Right. So there is someone's got a torch, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm druiding for the first time, so.
Right, hang on. Whilst you're thinking of what you're doing, I'm just going to go quickly tell Caroline that Nicholas isn't in bed. 1 second.
Wait, while he's away, everyone turn the zombies upside down.
So they're all on the other side of the wall when we'll play.
Alright.
Switch them all out for kobolds, and then switch all the kobolds out for zombies. They'll never know.
Right, sorry, I'm back.
Alright, so I'm going to use the cantrip Produce Flame.
Okay.
Because normally it just stays in your hand, but you can attack with it as well, and it does end the flame. The flame disappears after you attack, but it does 1d8 damage.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Which one are you attacking?
I'm going to rescue the wee dumb dwarf.
Okay.
And get one of those zombies off of him, I think.
Okay.
So that is a 14 to hit.
14 to hit. 14 hits. Roll for damage.
And sorry, to specify, I am firing at the one that's already.
This one here then. Yeah.
So for spells, you don't add anything to the damage, do you?
Sometimes it's your spellcasting modifier, but not at this point, I don't think. Not unless it states.
No. So it takes 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. That one burns to a crisp in front of you and just leaves a pile of ash on the floor.
Ah, your back, you wee silly bugger.
And are you moving at all?
Yeah, I'll lazily sort of stroll in about 10 feet.
To about there?
Yeah, about there, yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, we're back round to Verdigris.
Okay, so because I'm within 5 feet, I can't really use my lance, so I'm going to just let go of it and get my rapier and take a swipe at the one that tried to swipe at me with my rapier.
Okay, go for it.
Alrighty. Aye. Come on. 10?
10 hits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is... Oh, yes, that is 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points of damage. Nice. Nice. Okay.
And I will also raise my shield with my other.
Okay. Raise your shield in hand, so 12 points of damage. Cool. It's still standing, but it's looking pretty hurt. You kind of lob off one of its like legs, kind of like. I'm gonna roll the body. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the body part dice for this one. I think it'll be fun. Right. Round to you, Cocket.
First of all, I just want to say, Dark Morgan for his turn is going to wag his tail.
Okay. Sweet.
Noticing that the bean man is protecting me, I will recklessly attack the one closest to the bean man. The one to the right.
Okie dokie. So this one. Give me an attack.
With advantage, so that's 18 on dice plus 3.
That's going to hit, yeah. These
okay,
have...
so again...
You know at the moment that they have an AC of less than 10, so...
Okay. Oh, this is a little bit better. So 10 on dice, so plus my 2 rage damage, 12, plus my strength modifier, that's 15.
Yeah, it's not dead, but taking a good chunk out of it. Let me see what you do to it. One of its feet gets taken out, and it kind of goes to the ground slightly and is now hobbling on a stump.
Protect the bean man! Smash!
Strings, what are you doing?
First of all, I will cast as a bonus action the spell Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you've come across it before because it's not a frequently used first level spell.
I haven't.
You move like the wind. Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
Okay.
Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
Okay.
So, I have a funny feeling that that's not compatible with Magic Stone, but Magic Stone may be fancy a weapon. Bear with. It does get a modifier. No, it is not. That's fine. Still useful. I don't have any weapons on. So I will cast Zephyr Strike, and I'm going to move so that I am around the other side of the zombie that Verdigris has just attacked. But I'm going to be at least 10 feet away from it.
You've got to be 10 feet away from it.
Yeah. And
okay.
I will pelt it in the back of the head with a mighty one of my magic stones.
You notice, specifically Verdigris, how this zombie here, that could have very well have taken an opportunity attack against him, ignores him completely as he goes around. Go for it.
With that, I will cast a mighty magic stone. And you're not going to believe it, Phil.
Is that another nat 20?
It is another nat 20.
That's the fourth of the night in total.
Don't
Nice.
think I'm balancing it out.
Roll for damage, my friend.
Right. 2d6 plus 3, so that is 7 on the dice, double to be 14, plus 3, 17 points of damage.
That one is dead. Gone. Sweet.
Awesome, and that is me.
Okay, we're now going to the zombie's turn. This one is going to turn to you and Verdigris, and is going to do first attack, which is 12 to hit.
No.
Nope, that misses. That's their attack. This one, these two are going to attack. But going to attack you, Cockett, because they're closest to you.
That stands to reason. I'm
yeah.
shouting at them.
They don't. They don't have a lot in the way of intelligence. So they're just going to attack, but they do get advantage and advantage. But you know they get advantage anyway. So I just lost my dice.
Yeah.
So that is 14 to hit.
That's my armor class.
On the first one, so that is 4 points of damage. And the next one is 6 to hit, and that's going to miss.
Is that with advantage?
That is even with advantage. You rolled a 4 and a 3.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it should have been 7 to hit, but yeah, still misses. So yeah, that's their turn. We are round 2. Thermos's turn.
Oh, for the love of all that's holy. Right, I'm going to just conjure flame again and boom.
Conjure flame on this one. Go for it.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
14 again.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Yeah, not good. It's only 2 points of damage.
That's it's not going to kill it, I'm afraid.
Get out of there, you silly bastard.
Okay, we're back to the top. What are you doing, Verdigris?
Well, I am going to strike this fiend with my rapier.
Go for it. Just turn you around.
Yeah, 13.
Oops.
Lucky
13
stuff.
hits.
Yes. Oh. I rolled a 1 on the dice, so that's 5 points of damage. Haha!
5 points of damage. It's not enough to kill it, I'm afraid. It's the first time it's
Oh.
taken damage.
Yay!
Hate that all these zombies have been failing on the only good thing they have, which is their undead fortitude. Which basically means that if they die, I get to roll. They get to make a Constitution saving throw, and if they succeed, they come back with 1 HP. None of them have succeeded on that yet. Anyway,
Dark Morgan is going to sniff the ground and see if any other dog has peed there.
okay.
No.
And they have not. No, there have been no other dogs in here. String. Oh no, sorry, Cockett. It's your turn. Oh no, hang on. It's supposed to be strings.
It's supposed to be
Sorry,
strings.
strings first. Sorry. Go for it.
So, the dead zombie on the ground that
Yeah.
I've just killed,
Yeah.
does it have like a pickaxe or anything like that? Person?
Hi, Ola.
Hi.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, in a fluid movement, I'm going to move up to it,
Okay.
pick up the pickaxe off its body, and I'm going to swing it into its mate's head and use my Zephyr Strike ability so I get advantage and an additional D8 of damage.
Excellent. That is good. With it being an improvised, with you not having proficiency with pickaxes, you just don't add your proficiency to the attack.
Could it just not be a war pick? But yeah, I'm using it menacingly. Bear with me. Advantage. That is strength 14.
14 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Wonderful. I'll roll a d8. That's 6. Plus strength, nothing. And yeah, that's the bunch then. So I do 6 damage, and on top of whatever it'd be 1 damage, so we do 7 damage in total to it with that.
7 damage. It's still standing. It's got a pickaxe sort of stuck in its chest that you sort of pull out. Yeah, it's still going there. Tough sons of bitches. Yep.
I will pull 3 more little stones out of my pouch of stones and cast magic stone again.
Okay, go for it.
That's the bunch. I don't get to attack them.
You don't attack with those yet. That's fine. It is Cocket's turn. I'll just swing around to you, Cocket.
I'm just going to be loving this. The shit to hit. Saving the beam, man. Life's good. I'm going to hit the one that I haven't hit recklessly.
Okay.
So 13... 16 to hit.
16 hits, roll for damage.
9... 14.
14 damage. Nice. You lob off one of its arms.
And I'll move 1 square forward.
Okay.
And then 10 me around so I'm facing them.
Absolutely.
And then that's me. It's just giving anybody who wants opportunity attack.
Okay. It's going to be their turn now. So this one is going to bite out at you, Cocket. That's 8 to hit. It's going to miss. And the second one's going to... Oh, hang on. Sorry, yeah, with advantage. Let me do it with advantage. That is 14 to hit. So it does hit. Yep. So you take 7 points of damage. That's a 6 on the die. So 7 points of damage. And... Oh, halved. Sorry, yeah. So that's 4 points of damage because rounded up. And the next one's going to roll. Gets 9 to hit. So that's going to miss, even with advantage. Okay. So that's that. Thermos.
Alright. Well, it's...
Do it again, Beam Man.
Yeah, just conjure flame and boom.
Yeah, give me a damage roll. I can guarantee, in fact, you don't even roll for damage because you're going to do at least 1 damage. So actually, roll to attack first, see if you actually hit it.
12 on dice.
That'll hit, so don't bother rolling for damage, it's dead. Yeah. So that one's dead. Let me just...
And then I'll like to move forward another 10 feet and... no, actually, I'd like to... Move back where I was. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... I'd like to get on the other side of that zombie that's been attacking the wee dwarf man.
Okay, diagonally.
Yeah.
Yes, Beam Man.
Okay. Right. Verdigris.
All right. Let's see if you want some more. I will attack with my rapier.
Okay.
Roll damage instead of the attack dice. Wow, I am consistently rolling low, but I believe that's 14.
That hits.
Alrighty. 1 on the dice again. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. It's still standing. It's still standing.
Yeah. Maybe. Darth Morgan, assist me. Darth Morgan is going to sit.
Just to be clear, you are the character from Labyrinth, aren't you? Yeah. Brilliant. I love it.
This is all I've ever wanted.
It's amazing.
I'm living my best life.
Strings, it's you.
Okay, Strings is going to move 5 foot back. And Strings is going to pelt that Zombo in the head.
Go for it.
17 on dice.
That hits, yeah. Roll for damage.
2d6, 3. That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you kill it. And 1 second. It fails its undead fortitude, so it's dead. Or, you know, dead again. And we'll go around to Cocket. Finish it.
Recklessly attack it again. Oh, that's not as good. That's 9. 12 to hit.
Still hits.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
these things have an AC of 8.
Okay, so 10 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
I kind of want to lob its head off and have the head kind of land in Bean Man's hands.
So you jump, you kind of give a little bit of almost like a skip and a jump, and you swing your great axe round. The head comes clean off, bounces backwards, and lands just in the palm of. You instinctively, Thermos, catch the head of this zombie, and then I don't know what would you do with it after that. Would you instinctively drop it, or?
I yell and then cast Conjure Flame and set it on fire and then throw it.
Yes, man.
Love it.
There. All right. You look a bit cut up there. You tenacious wee fella.
Boys, man.
Yeah. Do you want some healing?
We've got a couple of scratches. I mean, if you want.
Okay. I'll walk over to him. Cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay. How much does he heal?
He heals when I find my D8. There we go. 7 points.
7 points. Nice. Okay, so you are now sort of in this cavern. It's been rid of all the undead. As you have a little explore and look around, you notice this is a partially mined cavern. However, you can probably gather it's been picked clean of most of its better resources. There is a cavern that leads off northward down this way, and there is the overseer's desk over in this corner over here. What would you like to do?
Oh, well, I guess I'll go over to the overseer's desk.
Okay. Head on over to the overseer's
Following
desk.
Thermos as his shadow. He's healed me. He stopped me hurting a bit, and my duty is to make sure he survives so he can produce more coffee.
And as we're walking over, I go, hey, buddy. You know, if Verdigris caught on fire, would Verdigris burns?
Would they have verdigris burns? Oh no.
Do I get any kind of reaction, or do you not understand it?
I stare blankly at you, trying to work this out.
Oh, never mind.
Please don't take that as a instruction.
Well, if the Bean Man says...
No.
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You go on over to the overseer's desk, and you notice there's quite a lot of books and papers scattered around here. There's some samples of different ores and things like that sort of on there. Like some have been made into shiny paperweights. There's like the work desk and a wash basin and boxes that have like gold ore and stuff like that within them that have all been packed up but have not been taken out of this place yet. So like on the desk there's lots of different papers and things that you're sort of scouring through.
I'll take a look for anything that seems out of place, anything that the boss man might want to know about.
Okay, give me an investigation check then.
All right then, investigation. Yeah. 12.
12. Okay. You sort of scan through all the papers, and you find a book that's the Overseer's Diary. The Overseer goes by the name of Gerbeck Greyhorn, and you find what is his diary. I'm going to hopefully share it with you on on Discord. Maybe. Actually, I'll just have to read it to you. So, okay, so you notice the date, 7M 300 PS. 7M is 7 Myria, which is how you essentially measure years, or it's every 1,000 days since the Sullen slaughter, or post-slaughter. Or 7,000 days post-slaughter. It says, we finally excavated the whole doorway today. Something that big and fancy looking must hold treasures more valuable than any precious stones that we can unearth in our dwindling mine. This discovery is a gift from Damanthian. A payday after more than 7 mirror of picking this mine clean. I must admit, I feel uneasy about not telling Odell what we've found. But Kadrin must have his reasons, and has reassured us that once we know what's behind the door, we'll let the gold mantles know. The next day's
I'm
entry.
reading all this out, by the way.
I imagine you probably would be. The next day's entry. The tremors have been getting worse in the last few days. We've been reinforcing the tunnels regularly, but we're going to need stronger support soon, or we could experience a full or partial cave-in. Kadrin won't submit a request for the materials until he's opened the door. He says he doesn't want to prompt an investigation. The next day. Some of the miners have been telling me that they've been hearing strange noises coming from the west cavern. Kadrin is being informed, but once again, he doesn't want to submit a report until he's opened that damn door. And that's the last entry. The date was 2 days ago from the last entry. As you finish reading the book out loud, there's a familiar tremble as the the cave walls begin to tremble and dust begins to fall from the ceiling. And Verdigris, where you are over there with strings, I'd like you two to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Right.
As rocks begin to fall, some rocks which are larger than you begin to fall from the ceiling.
Boulders.
Yes, big boulders.
Right, so I got a 14.
Okay,
Should I roll for Darth Morgan separately?
No,
or...
I'd say that's your combined roll. So you managed to dive out of the way. Strings.
2 seconds under this. Yeah, Rangers do get. Yeah, that'll be 14 as well.
14. So you both managed to dive out of the way as rocks begin to fall and begin to fall and cover this whole area. As the debris begins to shake and fade away, Thermos and Cocket, you turn around and you see that they've managed to get out of the way, but the exit down here has been completely blocked off. All the rocks have fallen and completely covered the only exits from this part of the mine.
Have any of the rocks that have just fallen split into much smaller fragments?
Oh no, these are big boulders. It's kind of fallen in to block that entire exit.
So, even though Strings sees that he absolutely cannot get one of these boulders into his stone pack, he'll pick up some small stones.
There are a few smaller ones as well, yeah.
Yeah, anything that's small enough to fit in the stone pack.
Do you like to collect stones, Mr. Strings? Would you like some help in locating some?
Strings likes stones that are particularly good as well.
I shall keep my eyes peeled, as shall Darth Morgan. Darth Morgan, be on the lookout for stones. Darth Morgan?
Amongst the other things that you find, Thermos, on the desk as well, you also find a map of the mine as well. That details the different tunnels and corridors of the mine. I haven't got a physical map, but I can tell you what you know.
Okay, so I pick up the map, and I go to put it in a particular pocket, and then I decide to put it in a different pocket. And Cocket, what's your passive perception, by the way?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. So
to be fair, I'm more interested in the ore that was on the desk.
Oh yeah, there's lots of it.
So I presume it's kind of. I mean, I presume as a player, it's kind of samples from various points in the mine.
Yeah.
Cocket's not that smart. So, is there anything, because he works with ore on a daily basis, with smelting and forging, is there anything that seems off with the ore that's there?
Off with it?
Yeah, as in, it's not right, it's not how it should be.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This would. You can add your proficiency, because if you're smithing.
Okay, well, that's still 6.
Yeah. So you go and sort of investigate some of the ore, and you kind of pick one up. It's the one that's been shined into like a paperweight. It's kind of got like a dome kind of shape to it. You pick it up and you put it in your mouth. It doesn't appear to be anything special about it, apart from it's been polished. One thing you do notice now, guys, though, is the exit that you have to get out of here has been completely blocked. You'll notice that as you turn around Thermos and Cockett, and you'll see that the exit that you need to get out has been blocked. The only way is forward.
Well, that's just bloody fantastic, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. It is an opportunity for more adventure.
How would you like to proceed?
Onward.
Okay.
That tunnel over there probably leads to the surface.
What did you say, Strings? Strings?
Can we see the door?
You can't see a door in. You can't see a door in this cavern in here. No. You notice there's another sort of like another tunnel that tunnels around this way. That's been sort of like partially sort of excavated. It looks like there's been a cave in here recently, in the last few days, but has been sort of like the stones have been moved out of the way, to get like there's like a 5-foot corridor to get through there. Just over here. Would you like to proceed?
Yeah, let's carry on, shall we?
Okay, so as you guys proceed through that door, what we'll do, I don't want to take a too long a break, because I want us to complete this in the time that we have, hopefully 10 o'clock at the latest. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick 5 or 10 minute break, and when we come back, we'll see what you guys discover as you get into the next part of the mine. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Right, so for the people watching on the stream, we'll see you in about 5 or 10 minutes. All right. See you soon. Hello everyone and welcome back to Call It Crits on our Problems in the Pyrite Mines one-shots. Undead fiends are shambling around the Pyrite Mines of the Ivory Sanctum, and this ragtag group of settlers of the Ivory Sanctum have been brought in to try and deal with the problem and gather evidence as to why this is happening. So, so far they've entered into the mines. They fought off some zombie miners that have been unfortunately turned due to something, not sure what yet. You're having an explore and you're about to move forward into the next mine. I just need to do something really quick before I let you move on. So let me just get my thingies, because I've just got to get something first. So that it's sorry, it's downloading something now. Always does when you're trying to. Yeah, that might be the one I want. That's probably perfect. That is perfect. Well done. Right, okay. Yes, I was congratulating myself. Okay. I'm just going to save this in there. Save. And then delete it from the map so you guys don't see. Right, okay. Well, I don't know if I'm not. Am I still sharing it? Yes, I am. Did you see what I was? Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Right. Okay. So let me open up my new map and the next part. So you venture on through, sort of like push yourself past the rubble that has obviously collapsed around here and been redug, and you find yourself in the second sort of like tunnels of the mines. The mine shaft, or the tunnels, kind of curve around and split off into a sort of like into an area down here. You see just ahead of you, down the both tunnels, there is a blue glow that's sort of like emanating from the walls and sort of like illuminating part of the tunnel down each end. It slightly illuminates the area. If you look down this tunnel here, down the east tunnel, you notice there's a structure of some kind down at the end. This tunnel just kind of goes off a little bit further, and you can't really see much of the darkness. This end, the blue kind of seems to be bouncing off some sort of structure in the distance down there.
I pull out the map that I found and I unscroll it and take a look.
Okay. You can see where you are on the map, this particular tunnel, and there is one thing that you notice. There's kind of a line drawn around the map, almost like a curved line, and these crystals fit along the edge of that line perfectly. From what? Give me an intelligence roll.
Hell. That is an 18.
18. Then you know that these lines represent, this line and these crystals represent the boundary of the Forbidden Aura, which is what protects the Ivory Sanctum from fiends. So basically, every tunnel that's been sort of like dug beyond these crystals is outside the protection of the Forbidden Aura, which means that fiends can dwell there without being hurt by the aura. You do see that down this tunnel, just beyond the border, there is a label marked "The Doorway."
Well, over down that way is that door that they kept jabbering on about in the diary. So, Seems to me like it might be a good place to check out.
Yes, yes, that seems a fine idea. Um, anyone wondering about that blue light?
It's just
It
what they
looks
use to
very.
keep.
Oh,
That's
of course, yes.
to keep the wee beasties out. Doesn't seem to be doing a
Oh,
very good job though.
yeah, I was wondering that. I wondered why there were so many of them back there.
Hmm. So, how
But
would
the
you like?
special blue light's not doing much.
Well, it's not the blue light that does anything. The crystals are only there as a marker. You are
Yes.
actually, when within the Ivory Sanctum, the center of the Aura of Forbiddance, or the Forbidden spell, is on Helm's temple, and it covers the whole of the Ivory Sanctum. So it spreads out and sort of like goes over and sort of goes into the mine. And this is where it kind of stops. It goes on beyond and sort of covers all the farmland and everything up to the hills and everything. So it just means that the area is protected. Means that nothing, no fiends specifically, or nothing actually ever can teleport in or out from any plane or any magical spells into the Ivory Sanctum. It also means that fiends that enter the Ivory Sanctum take something ridiculous like 8d10 damage for every turn that they spend in the Ivory Sanctum.
Good.
I do have the specifics on Forbiddance, but yeah, it's significant damage enough to make them not want to stay there.
Interesting.
Alright, so shall we carry on our way then?
Yes, yes.
Sure.
Which corridor would you like to go down?
Towards the
The
door.
structure.
Towards the door. Okay. So, I'll just move you all at the same time. Okay, so you get to the area where the sort of like the blue aura is, and as you sort of like move past this towards the door, you feel you feel a bit of a shift in the temperature. It was cold down in the mine from where you are. It's chilly. As soon as you go past these blue crystals, the temperature drops a lot more. You know, it gets. You can actually start to see your breath as you move past these crystals, and as you
Oh,
move past them, you are brought towards a huge, partially excavated. It looks like it's excavated enough to be opened. Golden door. It's got language sort of like written across it that. Actually, what language does everyone speak?
Infernal and
Sylvan.
common.
Okay.
Giant
Common.
elk.
Dwarvish and giant.
Elves and giants. Okay. It's written in Infernal. Okay. It says, I wasn't expecting an Infernal speaker, although I did know you were playing a Tiefling, so should have expected that. It says, vaults. So it basically roughly translates to the vault of the Abyssal Key. That's what you read on it.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good thing.
You notice another thing as you investigate it. There doesn't appear to be any handle on the door. There are 3 strange-looking holes that are sort of like they're octagonal in shape, and they're spaced probably about 30 centimeters apart.
No, we're gonna have to find some keys. All right.
What would you like to do?
So you see those indents there, those wee shapes. I I reckon that they're sort of key slots, and you put the markers in, and the door opens.
Whoa.
That's just my
Oh.
reckoning. I don't know. There's no instructions as such, but this place is called something. It's something to do with the Abyssal King, which doesn't sound very good.
Not king, key.
Oh, key, the Abyssal Key. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I see. That's a very sharp observation there, Mr. Thermos. Uh, so, what sort of keys are we looking for?
I don't bloody know. It's just guesswork.
Ah, all right. So, shall we continue on and look for these keys further on? Perhaps this dwarven master of the mind that we're looking for might have a key that he can give us when we find him alive and well.
How big are the holes, DM?
Roughly about the size of the palm of like a human hand, not a dwarven hand because they're quite hefty, but a human hand would probably fit. So you're looking for something that's about the size of a human hand that would fit inside, but 3 of them, and they're octagonal
very-
in shape.
Degree.
Yes.
Can you stick your head in there and see what's inside?
Well, I am quite small, but I don't know if I'm that small. So it's
you, and I'm just gonna go try and reach for verdigris.
oh boy. Well, here's the thing. In for story reasons, I have described myself as like a tiny person, but in terms of actual mechanics, fairies are actually classed as small and not tiny.
Yes.
Just so to avoid things like this.
Okay.
So, we could say that as you are pressing Verdigris's face into the keyhole, you realise it's not going to go all the way through.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I mean, are you trying to push Verdigris? Because I mean, Verdigris' head would probably be around the size of a human hand, so you could probably push Verdigris' head in there if you're going to do that. But you need to declare that that's what you're doing.
I will go with it. Let's give it a try.
I don't want to break Degree.
And fair
as
to death
Verdigris's
goes
head is going into the key, look, he's going, you miss 100%.
Okay, Verdigris, is your head going in the keyhole?
Yes.
Okay, your head goes in the keyhole, and as you push your head in, suddenly 8 spikes jab out towards you. You take 12 points of piercing damage, and your face is now horribly scarred as you pull yourself out, and it actually scars and rips your skin as it's pulled out.
Yes, so the helmet goes in, and then this little head comes out without the helmet on.
Yes.
And it's this little green, fluffy thing with feather-like ears and a really long nose that looks a bit bent now. And it's got kind of...
I'm gonna be absolutely
It's
mortified,
really
and I'm gonna just hug their Degree. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, could someone retrieve my helmet?
Your helmet is stuck in there. Actually, after a few seconds of waiting, you hear a and your helmet kind of falls out, and ding, 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 and you notice that it's been completely pierced and just covered in holes. You probably ought to put it back on, but it's got a lot of holes in it. It's got about eight holes around it.
Extra viewing panel, you know. Yeah. Well, listen, Pocket. It was an excellent idea, and don't let it get you down, because we tried our best, and that's all that matters. I would rather enjoy it if someone were to give me some sort of healing, but no pressure.
Hang on, I'll do it.
Okay.
You see, I pull out from my belt. I pull out a sickle which has a faint moonlight-like glow to it, and then I cast Cure Wounds.
How much does verdigris heal.
Plus. What did we agree on
What did we agree on?
for the moon sickle?
Oh, it still gets the healing ability. It just doesn't have the plus. Doesn't have the +1.
Cool.
Because the rarity was dependent on whether it was a +1, +2, or +3 weapon, didn't it?
Yeah.
So if and it starts at uncommon, but if we make it a +0 weapon, that to me makes it a common weapon.
All right. So in that case, you heal up 8 points.
Oh, beautiful.
You get 8 points back.
Thank you. That is lovely. Oh,
Right.
I feel so much better. I can no longer feel the inside of my skull. That's excellent. You are a fine gentleman, and I believe this means we should keep walking and not put our heads in anything that's too small for our heads to go.
Yeah, probably a good
Lesson
idea.
we've all learned.
All right. Oh, God. I mean, I'd like to look into the hole. Not put my head in. Just want to make that clear.
Okay.
I want to look into the hole.
Mhm.
Is there blood? I'm assuming there's blood from
Oh,
Verdigris.
Well, yeah, in the one that you peer in that Verdigris' head just went into, yes, there is blood.
I've
Green.
got a really, really bad idea.
But are you looking in the same one, or are you looking in a different one?
Same one.
The same one. Give me. Are you looking a good look, or are you just glancing?
No, I'm doing an investigate.
An investigate. So roll me an investigation, please.
Okay. It's not great. 10.
10. Okay. You do notice, other than the blood, there is an orangey residue in there as well. It's like a powdery residue.
So that wasn't what I was thinking. Seems to be something in there. Some sort of orange powder, but I can't really tell what it is.
That's not mine.
Is there any close to the edge of the hole?
Give me an investigation roll.
Really? The stupid barbarian?
2. You want to
2.
investigate? You can't see. You can't see any around the edge of the hole. But that's with a 2.
Could I? Could you do some sort of, I don't know, like nature check to see if we know what this is? I mean, probably not verdigris. It's not his area of expertise.
By the way, Phil.
Yes.
I don't know what you have planned for this session, but if you are wanting it to end today, we've only got an hour left.
Oh, I know. I'm fully aware. That's why I'm trying to push you.
Yes, trying to get us to do something.
Yeah.
But we don't understand. Phil, you're too silly.
So yeah. I mean, one thing you will notice actually, if it's been pointed out to you, Cockett, because you work with metals and stones and that kind of thing, you know that it appears to be like a gem dust, an orangey gem dust.
Okay. Maybe we're looking for an orange gem. These ones around here are blue. Maybe we need an orange one.
Yeah.
You do have another corridor to explore, obviously.
Yeah. I don't have any better ideas, so shall we go look down that other tunnel and see what's there?
I'm gonna be taking Verdigris' helm and trying to push the dents out with my thumb and the handle of my mace.
Okay, you managed to push some of it out, but it's you do something to help heal it. I'll bring it back to its thing.
Please,
Are you guys
please
going
don't
to
feel
investigate?
upset.
Are you?
It's only a little helmet. I've got Tinker's tools. I can bash that out a little bit. It's fine.
I'll make you one when we get back to the shop to say sorry.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. That's very good of you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry, old friend. It's fine. I tell you what, we'll go for a drink after this and
Coffee.
pour out one for it. I don't
No,
know.
did you see that message?
Yeah, I had it read out to me in my ear. Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, strings. All right. Well, without strings for the moment, we'll just have him be
You'll
there
have
I
to
was about to ask
NPC.
him some
somehow.
questions.
Okay, Maureen. Or Ash. Right. Okay. So, going forward, are you going down the other corridor then? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you go to sorry. Say that again.
Yes, I was agreeing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Broken up a little bit. So you start making your way down this corridor. How are you moving, by the way? What are you trying to move? Stealthily? Are you stealthily? Can everyone roll me stealth checks then, please?
Well, I roll with disadvantage. I believe, as does Dark Morgan now, that I've also given Dark Morgan. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good.
Has anybody told me to be stealthy? Because if not, I am plodding down there as
I don't think anyone's told you.
I've got nothing to hide. I'll be taking point. I'll just be stomping forward, looking for something orange.
Okay, then don't roll for stealth. Is anyone else rolling for stealth? I'm assuming the rest of you are.
Oh, I am rolling for stealth. However, I got a 16, but Dark Morgan got a 4.
Okay, I'll take that into
So,
account.
Dark Morgan is peeing on a rock, and it's echoing.
Oh,
That is some
good
loud.
idea.
That is some
Good
loud.
idea. Mark out territory. I'm going to copy the dog.
Oh god. Oh dear.
Ah, yes. A trendsetter, good boy. Show those zombies who owns the place. I guess we don't actually own the place, so maybe be careful, Dark Morgan. Don't do it too much. Oh goodness, you really had a lot to drink today.
I'm in competition with Dark Morgan.
Dark Morgan is absolutely oblivious to everything around him, but recognizes a challenger when he sees one.
Oh dear. Whilst you're peeing on rocks and marking your territory,
Yeah.
you, Thermos, hear
A new challenger.
as another zombie, if I can get my zombies, or two of them, come shambling out from this direction.
No.
Uh-oh.
They appear to have seen you, so roll for initiative for me, please.
Oh boy.
They definitely heard you.
That's better.
No.
This tracks. It fits exactly with what's happening.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna have to use your first. Zip up.
So, hang on one second.
I'm just in a loincloth, so it don't really matter.
There we go. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, stop. Right, so, Cockett, what's your initiative?
5.
5? Great. That is just great.
Yes, your dog
5.
is going last.
Oh, who else we got? I'll roll for what's his name? For strings.
Wow.
17. Raljin. Sorry. Thermos. So I'm using your thing, your normal ones on here, so it's
Dirty
why.
20.
Dirty 20. And Verdigris.
A big old 8.
Big old, oh no. Big old 8s.
I'm
Okay.
maintaining eye contact with with the hound, and I am
your
not
rival.
finishing first.
Okay.
Yes.
The zombies rolled 18.
Oh no. Oh, no.
So, Thermos, you're going first.
Okay, right. So
So I'm assuming you're kind of over here peeing on a rock, and you're kind of over here peeing on a rock.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to make it clear that verdigris is not peeing on a rock.
No, it's
And I
it's.
have taught my noble steed better than this. Harris.
Oh, perfect. I'm all right where I am. So that zombie, who's higher up on the map, further up to the top.
Uh-huh.
I am going to cast the cantrip Thorn Whip on it.
Okay, give me an attack.
That is 8.
8 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That it just hits. Yeah, roll for damage.
All right, so it takes 4 points of piercing damage. And what size creature is it?
It's a medium.
It gets pulled 10 feet closer to us.
Okay. Right, that's your turn. It's their turn. So they are going to continue to move. 5, 10, 15.
No, sorry. Is that the one that you just had me attack?
Yes.
No, because I said the one towards the top, the other one.
Oh, that one. I thought you said the one furthest away.
No.
Oh, that one. So,
Yeah.
5, 10. Okay. So this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And 5, 10. You attacked it. It's going to ignore Strings. Strings doesn't even get considered.
God, we can't even ask him about that because he's not here.
I know. So first attack, 12 to hit on you, Verdigris.
Oh, what? Sorry, what was it?
12.
Oh, no.
No. And 2 hits on Thermos. That is 11 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, that's their turn. It's Strings' go. I don't know what his I don't know what he can do. He will throw a stone at it and throw a magic stone at it. Let's have a look at what that does. Magic stone. I can't find magic stone. There it is. So he's going to throw a stone at it, and what does it do? Target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus spell cast, so 1d6 plus 2. So he'll throw to hit. That will hit. It does 4 points of damage on that. It'll have to be on this one because of the distance. So that one takes 4 points of damage. Oh, no, that's wrong. No, stop it. Sorry, I'm modding it instead of... There we go. Okay, that's going to be his turn. We're around to... Verdigris, what are you doing?
All right, I am going to wait for Dark Morgan to make his little leg, and then I'm going to turn around, and I am going to strike with my rapier.
Okay, roll for attack.
Oh, God. 10.
10 to hit rolls. Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, phew. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. That one is down.
Woohoo!
That one is down. Hang on a second. Yeah, it's down.
Ah,
Undead Fortitude
that's
still.
right.
Yeah, it's definitely down.
When you least suspect, I strike.
Are you moving at all?
Yeah.
No. Okay. We are round 2. You cock it.
I win, Morgan.
No!
You also shake it, and
Oh no, there's no shaking. I've just literally gone straight for the axe.
Oh no, he's still hanging out.
So I'll move 1 square down, so I'm flanking.
Okay, there we are.
No, up 1. Up. Yeah,
There?
I'll do.
There?
Yeah, there.
Okay.
So I'm flanking, and
I mean, you were flanking there as well, but yeah, that's fine.
So I'll. I'm just gonna swing. So I'll roll with advantage because I'm flanking, so I don't need to reckless.
Okay.
So that's 18.
Yeah, 18 hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, bugger! I'm distracted. I'm splashing myself. So it's not very good. That's 6, 8 points of slashing damage.
8 points. Yep. Okay.
Bonus action. I'll tuck myself away.
Okay. Bonus action. You put it away. We're back round to Thermos.
Alright, so I'll take out my spear and jab it with the spear.
Jab it with a spear. Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Well, that's 16 on dice.
That hits. Roll for damage.
And that is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. It's still standing. On the dice, you take off one of its hands. Okay. We're back to its turn. It's going to make a swipe attack against you, Thermos, and miss with a 5. That's its turn. It's strings. He's going to do another throw. That is going to miss. You only rolled a 6 to hit, so that's going to miss. So we're round to Verdigris.
Alrighty, I'm going to strike at this final zombie with my rapier. Oh my god, why am I rolling so badly? That's gonna be a 9.
9 hits.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh. And 5 points of damage. I keep rolling 1.
Okay, it's still standing. It's taking loads of like real low level damage, this thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, we are level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a single zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank God it's not a horde.
Yeah.
Why did you have to say that?
Because it'd be
Why?
funny. Because it would be funny.
Oh no.
Okay. So that is your turn. It's your turn again. Cock it.
I'll swing again.
Go for it.
Oh, a 4. Natural 20.
Nice. Roll for damage and double that damage.
It could have been better. So 6 goes to 12 plus 3, so 15 plus 2, 17 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I'll cut its arm off, and it'll land in front of Dark Morgan as kind of a trophy and a shared camaraderie.
Dark Morgan
Dark
picks it
Morgan
up.
wags his tail and picks it up. And does that little thing that you sometimes see dogs do when they have a stick and they're like so proud of the stick.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
He does a little like bum wiggling dance up and down. Goes between 2 rocks and the arm gets stuck and then he gets back down. And, yeah. The entire time Verdigris is like, no, stop, Morgan, no, stop it, stop.
Buries the arm somewhere.
Excellent.
Don't bury it, stop, no.
As the last zombie goes down, actually, as you see Dark Morgan sort of playing with the arm, you notice in the back of the zombie as it hits the ground, there appears to be 3 puncture wounds in the back of its, so like in the back of its neck, so like where the butt, so like where its spine meets the neck, and then across the shoulder blades.
Oh.
They appear to be quite small puncture wounds. However, sort of like the indents have a sort of an octagonal shape to them.
Oh.
Seen that before?
Could I do a survival check to see, Phil, if I've come across this before in the wild?
You can have a look if you like.
16, 17.
Okay. No, you've never come across this in the wild before. This is something very strange and unique. However, you have come across this shape before, and as you do your investigation, you do notice an orangey residue around each of the puncture marks.
Look. Same shape as snow.
Is there a gemstone inside this zombie?
You do an investigation, and then no, there are no gemstones there.
Oh, that's my.
But whatever made these puncture marks.
Oh yes, second theory. Whatever made these puncture marks is a diamond.
Let's just go and see if we can find it, yeah?
Yes.
I don't know. Wait, why did I go into my tabaxi voice?
I don't know. So you push further and further into the cavern, and you sort of like it kind of winds around a little bit until it eventually gets to another open cavern, which I will open up for you. I actually prepared lots of maps for this one. Where am I? Let's go for this one. Okay. So there's within here there's more blood splatter, and it's another. There's a horrid, putrid stench in this area.
Smells almost as bad as Cockett's urine.
Yes, it does almost, not quite though. As you enter this, it's eerily quiet, and you notice there's a lot of fallen rocks and indents in the wall, almost like something's been running and bashing into them. And it looks like it's probably something that may have been causing some of the quakes that have been happening in the mines. One thing you notice, Thermos, is there is a tunnel that goes down here. And if you look on the map that you were looking at before, you notice that this tunnel will actually, following it, will lead back round to the entrance of the mine, which bypasses the collapsed tunnel that you were in before.
So this is our way out for when we need to get out. Should we look around and see if we can find any orangey gem thingies?
Yes.
I'm going to take a bounding leap up to that mass of rocks to the right. So I'm
No,
just
wait,
going to run
no.
straight
Oh,
up and then just jump up. So,
Uh,
athletics.
Yeah, give me an athletics roll.
13, and I add strength, don't I? So
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you climb up to the top of here, and you sort of get up onto the top and begin to have a look around. Give me a perception check.
Specialty. 13.
13. Okay. As you climb up to the top of the this sort of like rocky outcrop and sort of like begin to look, you out of the corner of your eye think you see something move around this area over here.
I'll point in that general direction and say, "Beam man, over there."
oh. My name is Thermos, not Bean Man. What the hell is my? Hang on, there we go. I've got.
Into
Yeah,
world voice.
yeah. I'm sorry. There we go. I've got my accent back. If I stop doing it, then I lose it.
Accents are hard, aren't they?
Between Irish,
Accents are hard.
Scottish, and Russian.
Yeah. It's fine. If I stop doing it, I lose it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
can get. But I get it
Doing
back
very
quite
well.
easy. I get it back quite quick. All right. So there's something over there. All right. Let me take a look.
Shall we charge
Right.
in?
Are you moving your full movement? 10, 15,
Yeah.
20. Give me a stealth check.
Oh no. No. That is 8.
8.
To
Okay.
be fair, Phil,
You.
I did shout that.
Yeah, I know.
I was not
yeah, I know.
pissed.
I know you went. Oh, I know. As you sort of begin sort of like creeping around, trying to be as stealthy as you can, you accidentally kick sort of like a pile of stones, which have and it sort of crumble down. Everyone, you sort of hear a like a gargling, awful, unearthly sound. And around the corner comes, when I can find it, this creature here.
Oh no!
What the hell is that?
It's bounding round the corner and running at you, Thermos. I would like everyone to roll for initiative at this point, please.
Oh no!
Oh, sure. Now you roll high. Thanks a lot.
I mean, it would be good. Aha! I have rolled well.
Alright, so I got a dirty 20 again.
You got a dirty 20.
17.
Okay.
17 as well.
Okay, so...
I'm +1 dex, so if you chances are you're going before me.
Yes, I
hang
have
on.
+3 dex.
Yep.
Stop. And... Right, sorry. 20, not 200.
Yeah.
No, you move so fast. Why can't I do that? There we are, 20.
Just explode against the wall.
17. 17. Not 517. What's going on here? 17. There we are. And 17. Not 817. Stupid thing. 17. And I will roll for strings. 6. Okay. In which case I shall start my battle music. And roll initiative. Okay, you guys get to go first. That's good. It rolled quite low on its initiative, so I would like. Oh no! That's not what I wanted. Sorry. Thermos, it's your turn. What are you doing? It's running towards you. Actually, I'll just tell you what you see. You see a creature. It's got a huge gaping mouth, as you can see, for that huge jaws. Many teeth in each jaw, and it's got 3 tentacles that sort of come off. They've got kind of like philia that sort of come sticking out of each tentacle. Look like they would be very adhesive if they got hold of you. And in the center of each one of these tentacles, you see an orange octagonal shaped gemstone, sort of like almost part of the creature in each one of them. They are covered in blood, as if they've recently been stabbing into things. Your turn.
Alright, so I'm casting guiding bolts.
Guiding bolts.
For a druid?
It's part of my circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm casting guiding bolts, and I got a natural 20.
Nice. Roll for damage.
Alright, so that is 4d6.
Okay.
So that is 13 points of radiant damage.
13 points of radiant damage. 13.
13, yes. I'm not that
13.
good.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, you hit it with
no,
this.
Sorry. Doubled to 26.
Well, is that the dice?
Yeah.
Is it just the dice that you rolled? Yeah, you
Yes.
don't add any effort. So 26. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Nice. So this beam of light hits this creature. It gives out a yelp in pain, and then sort of growls at you, and some of its spit goes all over you. It's like translucent blue and biley, and it's awful.
And
it
then I
stinks as well of human. It stinks of human and dwarf flesh.
And then I go, ah, fuck. And I turn around and run my 30 feet backwards.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is your turn, Cocket.
No, it's not.
Are you,
Verdigris.
are you sure?
Yeah, Verdigris
Higher
got +3.
dex.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. It's just on here, it's not. Hang on, see if I can move you. There we are. Right, okay, it's your turn, Verdigris.
Aha! Charge!
10,
Brian
15,
Blessed
20,
style.
25, 30. That's 30 feet.
Oh, actually,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Mark
30.
Morgan can do 40 feet.
Ah, okay. 35, 40. There you are.
Great. Super. Okay, I think I'm going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use the special thing that fighters can do that is called Action Surge!
Nice.
I'm going to attack this thing with the lance. So I would be 5 feet back because it's a reach weapon.
Oh, yes. There we go.
I make the bloody thing move to me. And I'm going to attack!
Ah! Give me an attack roll.
Oh, that is a 25.
25 to hit.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
I rolled a 19.
That is definitely going to hit. Yeah, roll for damage.
Yeah. And that's a D12. Oh. That is 11 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And I would like to raise my shield.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Right, now it's your turn, Cocket.
What did we say was the thing for leaping for barbarians? Because you had to create something for Garroth.
So
you can jump 5 feet per plus you've got in your strength.
yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
but
so
that's a running leap.
Well, that's it. I'm going to run my 25 feet and leap
5,
3
15,
squares.
20, 25, and then I'm assuming.
And I'm going to rage as I come down, and I'm going to be like, bringing my axe down onto its head.
Nice. You jump down about 15 feet from the top of this rock, and then come smashing down on this creature. Give me an attack roll.
16 plus 3, so 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. Oh. Fell off the table. 10 plus 3, so 13 plus 2. 15 points
15 points of damage. Nice. Okay. It's now String's turn. Don't really know what Strings does. So he's going to move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's the distance? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's not far enough. He's not going to be able to make the distance to make another attack. So we'll see. He's going to start slinking around.
He's a ranger, yeah?
Yes, but I don't know what weapons he has. I think he sort of lent into the whole magic stone thing, so I'm not entirely sure. So I don't have his character sheet. He's the only one that I don't have. So we'll say that he sort of starts slinking around here a little bit. Right, it's going to be the creature's turn. It's going to look at you, Cocket. It's going to snarl in your direction, and it's going to reach out its tentacles. 2 of them come to grip onto you. The first attack is... tentacle attack. First attack is 17.
Hits.
And the second
Is
one...
he rolling with advantage.
oh, hang on.
What
Still
is it?
17.
Advantage.
Still 17. And the next attack, I'm going to roll them both at the same time, is an unnatural 20, so a dirty 20. So they're both hits. You take... D8. Where are you? There we are. Okay. You take 9 points of piercing damage as they... And I'd like you to make... Hang on.
Is that halved?
Nope. So 5 points of piercing damage. And I would like you to make my choice. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I'm going to like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this poison?
It's not poison, no.
Okay. 17.
17, you succeed. The gems dig into you as it grabs hold of you, and you see them begin to glow. You manage to kind of push the creature off before the glow reaches its maximum sort of illumination, and you push the creature off you. That's going to be its first and second attack. It's going to go for its third bite attack, just at you again. That's 19 to hit.
Yep.
So for its bite attack, it's... Ooh. Okay. That is 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
Half to 5.
Half to 5.
Okay.
Okay.
About just over half health.
Yeah. That is its turn. It is now back to you, Thermos.
Okay, just a second. Let's see. I am going to use one of my second level spell slots,
Okay.
and I am going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. What does Moonbeam do?
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much.
Okay. So where are you pointing it?
I am pointing it right. Hang on. It's a 5-foot radius. So yeah, right above the. No, actually.
It's a 40-foot high cylinder on a 5-foot radius, so it'd have to be it'd have to be right around the creature, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So hang on. I don't know if I can do shapes.
So despite us being inside,
The moon
shines down.
shines down on the creature.
Yeah.
That's cool. So it's now covered in foot. It doesn't take the damage until it starts its turn there.
That is correct.
Yep. Okay. Right. Verdigris, your turn. You notice that moonlight seems to shine down from nowhere upon this creature and illuminates it. Yeah.
A perfect opportunity to strike.
Go for it.
Oh, this is a 20.
Attacking a creature, would that be entering... Well, Mandy, you're
No.
attacking from distance, so you wouldn't be.
And no, it wouldn't.
Oh, my knees.
Do I hit?
What did you roll, sorry?
20.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Yeah, sorry.
So what was the thing about
The moonlight. No, it's nothing. It's fine.
Okay. I 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points of piercing damage. Nice.
Dark Morgan is going to sort of wag his tail, hoping that this creature is going to throw one of these tennis balls it's got in its tentacles.
Okay. We're back round to... It will be you, Cockett.
I'll spend my 25 feet of movement going to the other side of the creature.
5, 10. Yep.
Making sure I'm not in the shiny moonlight.
Now, because Thingy is not within 5 feet of it, it's not
That's
flanked.
fine. I'm fully aware of that. I'm just trying to stop it moving out of the moonbeam.
Okay.
I'm going to take and try and pin the creature. So attack through the creature and pin it into the moonbeam.
Okay. So are you attempting to grapple it? Because that would be the.
No, as in use my axe to slice through and pin it to the ground.
Okay. You can certainly try.
It will be reckless, so I'll be rolling with advantage, and all of the accoutrement that goes with that. That would be 18 on dice.
18
21.
hits. Yep.
Okay, so 10, 15 points of damage. Slashing.
15 points of slashing damage. Nice.
And I'm quite happy, because my intention is to pin it there, to have my axe wedged there. So I'd have to use a action or bonus action next turn to.
You'd have to make a strength check.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm quite happy to do that.
Well, you'd have to make a strength check, contested strength on its turn if you're attempting to pin it there. It's technically, in game terms, it is technically a grapple. It's loosely termed. It would be part of your action to do that. So I'd have to say, in game terms, you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to specify that you are attempting to grapple and restrain it there.
Oh, I did say I was going to pin it, so I'd rather not do the damage and keep it pinned in there.
Okay, in which case, roll me a strength check then, please.
Well, because it's a strength check, I'd still be at do I get that as advantage? 1 second, I'm just reading the things. For
I believe
rating.
so, yes, you do.
Okay, so there's no reckless then for that time.
Okay.
So that's not. It's 16 on dice. Oh, actually 19.
Okay,
19.
against it's 19. What is your strength big number, please?
17.
Oh, you beat it. It's got 16. So yes, you managed to successfully grapple the creature within the moonbeam. So you're holding it there. Okay. We're gonna go with Strings. He's gonna come around and he's gonna do his magic stone again. So that is going to miss, unfortunately. So stop using that dice now. Okay, its turn.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes. So hang on a second. So on Moonbeam. So it's engulfed and goes through flames. I must make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, yep. That is a 9.
And it fails.
That fails. So it takes. Can you roll for damage, please?
Yeah, it takes 19 points
19 points of
radiant-
damage.
Radiant damage.
Nice, nice. It's looking very weak at this point. It's going to attempt one more try at grabbing hold of you. Since it's going to first attack on you, Cocket. That is.
If it's grappled, doesn't it need to break free first?
No, the grapple. They're both together. It actually gets advantage on the person that's grappling it.
Oh, okay.
So that is 19 to hit.
Yeah.
On the first one, and I'm going to roll them both at the same time. That one is a 22 to hit. So, damage first. Whoop, no. Right, okay, sorry. That is tentacle 11 plus 8. So that's 19. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
So 19 is that? So do we half that? So that's 10.
Oh, yes, 10 points of damage, and a Con saving throw, please.
Okay. So that's 14 plus 3, so 14, 17.
Oh, you lucky bastard. You see, once again, the gems begin to sort of dig into you and begin to glow. And before they reach full illumination, you sort of grab hold of them and pull them out of yourself. It's then going to go for its final attack and a bite on you to see if it can try and finish you off and get out of this situation. That is 19 to hit.
Yep.
And for its bite, it's D8 twice. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 points of damage, so that's 8 halved.
Okay, so 4 on that. Okay, yep. So I've taken 29 points of damage so far.
Okay, it's trying to break free, of thing, but it's done all its actions now, so that's its turn done. It's now back to you, Thermos. This creature is looking panicked. It looks like he's trying to get a hold of Cocket in some way, but it's not succeeding. It's kind of wrapped its jaws around and trying to bite him, but it's struggling at the moment. What would you like to do?
I'd like to move 20 feet diagonally.
5, 10, 15.
Sorry,
20.
not that far. Sorry, go up 2 spaces. Yeah, that'll do just nice. And then I'm going to use Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Well, that's 18 on dice.
So that hits. Roll for damage.
And size creature is it, by the way?
It's a medium creature.
All right. Dang it, that means I have to. Yeah, never mind. No, sorry. Can I change that?
Yeah.
Let me see, because I don't want to move it out of the thing. Yeah. No, you know what? I'll just move forward and stab it with my spear.
Okay. Oh, to there.
Yeah, just to be fair, I'll roll my attack again. Because I said I was going to do one thing, but I changed my mind.
That's fair.
16.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
That is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. It's still.
I'd need to be a space closer to use my spear.
Oh right, sorry. It is still standing and like writhing around, trying to escape this situation. We're round to you, Verdigris.
Alrighty. Another hit. Let's do this.
This creature's making unearthly sounds. Like sorry.
Ooh, that is
Yeah.
a hit.
That is a hit. Roll for damage.
Oh yes, that's a good one. That is 14 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, so Verdigris is going to lean forward, and as he jabs out with the lance, he's actually going to lift off of Dark Michael's back, and some grey wings are going to flitter out behind him, and he stabs downwards in a sort of St. George slaying the dragon kind of pose, only in miniature.
Nice.
And pin this thing to the ground through its mouth with his lance.
You know what I'm
Nice.
picturing? You know, have you all seen Night at the Museum 2?
Yes.
Where there's the miniatures attacking the people?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you do that, your lance comes down and kind of goes in slow motion for a while, and then you kind of hit an impact and it goes straight into the ground and kind of splats down, and you see the creature, it almost twitches to try and sort of fight back, but gives up, and all its tentacles, which are writhing around in the air, just kind of fall to the ground. The creature has vanquished. It's dead.
Alright,
By future Grey Mantle himself, Verdigris Agaric, and his faithful steed who is licking his own butt.
alright, so I am going to take out my sickle and start hacking off the tentacles.
Okay, yeah. So you go over, sort of pick up one of the tentacles and kind of cut one of them off. Yeah, you look inside and you notice it has these they're almost like bioluminescent gems, which are they're embedded within the creature, but they're a part of the creature itself. And they're you try to sort of pull the gem out itself, and it doesn't come off the actual tentacle. It's stuck in there.
Oh no, I want the tentacle.
Yeah, you take the tentacle as well. Yeah, kind of throw it over your shoulder.
So I say I think we're gonna need all 3 of these.
Yeah. I'm just going to be literally where I've stood. I've fallen on my ass, and I'm just swigging some coffee. With which is steaming slightly. Just
Hang on. You've
how
got
cold it is.
you drink coffee out of a thermos in front of thermos.
Yes.
Yes. I did say to you before, my one magic item was a warming cup.
Yes,
a
you did.
thermostat.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Yeah. So, so you've chopped off one of the tentacles. Are you guys getting the other one? The other ones?
Yes.
Okay. So you chop off the other two. You now have 3 dangling tentacles.
All right. So I think we need to take these back to the door.
Yes.
Need a
Great
minute.
plan.
Okay. So you.
Does anyone want to take a short rest? By the way, you're all looking a bit banged up.
Yeah.
I would be willing to do so. I'm doing all right, but I'm quite happy to help out dear friend Mr. Cockett here, who is looking a
29
little...
points of damage out of 35. I need a second.
It's okay because we are coming to an ending soon, so you wouldn't necessarily need to. But it's entirely up to you.
Just for plot reasons, we rest for a bit.
Yeah.
And then we carry on.
I'll roll
Okay.
my hit dice quickly. 1 second.
Yeah.
It's all right.
5, 9, 11. 20 points of health back. That's good. That is really good. Okay, I'm good. But I'm out of rages. There is no more rage.
No more rage.
I would like to get mildly annoyed.
Irritated. I'd like to
Yes.
get irritated.
I would like to be miffed.
Okay, so you head back to the door, which is the labeled vault of the vault of the abyssal key.
Yep.
And you take the tentacles, and I'm assuming are you placing them within each of the holes?
Yep.
Okay, so you take the tentacles and you sort of like slide them in each of the thing. They kind of, you put one in, the weight of the tentacle kind of flops out a bit, but you can kind of push it in, and it sticks in. Then you hear the ding, and you sort of like feel like a jolt as the gems are pierced by the spikes that got you in the head before verdigris. And as that noise sort of like completes, the tentacles then fall back out as they released, and you notice that they have holes in them now. And the door begins to open up, and it's, well, I'll show you the map.
Uh-oh.
Where am I? It's the Abyssal King! No, it's not. No. You are... It opens up to quite a large sort of like room. It's quite bright and warm in this room. And just at the back, in the centre at the back, you see what appears to be like a golden swirling vortex with an orb floating in the middle of it. What would you like to do?
All right. So the first thing I do is I use my wild shape.
Okay.
Phil, we can hear some sort of
I don't know. Yeah, someone's got a TV on. It's not me.
All right. So I go into wild shape, but I actually go into starry form.
Okay.
Oh.
So starry form. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of your wild shape feature to take on starry form rather than transforming into a beast. While in your starry form, you retain your game statistics, and this is what you guys see. You see my body fade away, and in its place, my body becomes luminous, my joints glimmer like stars, and glowing lines connect them as if on a star chart. This form sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm not going to do that. It's got different rules. It's got different rules to regular wild shape. Regular wild shape can last for up to an hour. This can't.
Okay.
But that if we go into combat, that is the first thing I'm doing.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to march forward.
Okay. Diddly-diddly-do.
All right.
So you march forward towards the orb. Are you all doing the same thing?
Yes.
I need to protect the bean man.
Okay. Right. So as you walk forwards, actually, there's no traps or anything seem to go off as you make your way through this hallway. And actually, your footsteps seem to echo with every step that you take within this. And it echoes off the walls. You walk towards this floating orb, and it's making sort of like a humming sound and spinning within this golden vortex. It's about the orb itself is about the size of a tennis ball, and it's sort of spinning in place on this pedestal in front of you.
Okay.
Want me to smash it?
Do you know what? Screw it. I am going to go into my starry form. I'm going to take on the form of the archer.
Okay.
So, as a bonus action, on my subsequent turns, while it lasts, I can make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
As a bonus action. So I am going to attack it with a ranged spell attack. Does it have any sort of defense or anything that I need to hit?
Just roll for it.
Do an attack roll.
Yep.
All right. Not great. 11.
11 will hit it. So is this an arrow that you're firing at it?
It's a beam of radiant energy.
Okay. You fire a beam of radiant energy. It goes through the vortex, almost bends slightly, and then sort of hits the ball. The ball then gets hit and knocked off course. It kind of swirls around, almost like it's going around a sinkhole. It gets to the edge and flies off out into the room, and he kind of go ding, 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 ding. And the swirling vortex swirls faster and faster, and then emits a bright light. I'd like everyone just to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, that's not bad.
30, 20.
You're okay?
17.
You're okay? 9. You take 4 points of radiant damage. And
Radiant
strings, yeah. Strings failed. Takes 6 points of radiant damage. After that bright beam of light dissipates, the room goes dark and cold, and you see the only source of light in the room now is this orb on the floor.
Me.
And you, yeah, this bright starry guy, and this orb on the floor, which is glowing, sort of like a goldish yellow glow. What would you like to do?
I'll wander over to it and pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. As you pick it up, you hear whispers in your ear, in a language that you definitely don't understand.
Hello? Hello? I'm going to shake it and hold it to my ear like a snow globe. Trying to talk to me. Sounds weird. I'm just going to drop it.
Dunk! Just hits the floor. Doesn't bounce or roll. It just dunk! Hits the floor.
I like it.
I walk over and carefully pick it up.
Okay, you hear the sounds as well. You recognise the language. It's speaking to you in Abyssal. It's
I don't
saying...
speak Abyssal.
Oh, it's not Abyssal. Sorry, yeah, so yeah, it's Infernal you speak. So yeah, it's not... You don't understand it. You hear... It's a language you don't understand.
Alright, well, I think this might be the cause of all the trouble. I don't know if it's safe to take it back with us, though. What do you think?
Strings will just pipe up and say, well, Odell did say that we needed to get evidence and find out what things were. Maybe he'll know more about this than we will.
All right. You're talking a lot more coherently than you were a few minutes ago.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah.
All right.
Quick question, Phil. So, on a basic level, Pocket would know that inside the blue glowy thing is safe. You take things that things can't get into the blue glowy thing.
Yeah, so basically the forbidden aura, bad things can't get through there. It's not something that can be seen, but the blue glowy rocks just show where the boundary is. It's just something that they have in the mines to show where the boundary is. But yeah. Fiends cannot pass through that without taking significant damage.
You see, player-wise, I don't want to do it, but character, he'd be all for it. He'd think he'd be protected. So,
What's he gonna do?
Well, the blue glowy boundary protects us, so if it's bad, it'll get smushed.
But haven't there been zombies coming through anyway?
Well, we need to do something with it, and I don't think there's anything else we're going to find. Shall we? What do you all think? I don't really like making these decisions for us all.
Well, why don't we toss a coin? Or we could just take it through.
Or we stay here and send somebody out the other way to get the boss man.
Shall we say?
What was that?
So one thing you do know about the Forbidden Aura is it specifically protects against fiends, not undead. That's what you have the Horde watch for.
Oh, well, if it is fiendish, then it should stop it. So.
All right.
Let's give it a go.
Let's go then.
Okay. So you make your way back through the mines. I'm just gonna get rid of the map now because I won't need it for this epilogue. You make your way back through the mines and back up to. You go back right around and follow the passageway around, which actually takes you back out to the exit, so you don't have to go back for the Overseer's area. And you have to open a secret door, just like Skyrim, and it eventually takes you through to the main exit or entrance. As you walk just up a long tunnel, you see the light of day, or the dim light of day, as the shroud, the solar shroud, does make it difficult for the sun to get through. But as you make it back out, where the fresh air, I guess you can call it, sort of hits you, Eorhart and Odell are there and waiting for your arrival. The orb that you've carried the whole way has been glowing the entire time, and it's almost pulsating. And who's carrying it, by the way?
I guess I am.
Yeah. The entire time you can hear those whispers, just constant. For every second that you hold it, and even if you carry it in a bag or something, you can hear those whispers the entire time. You hand over the orb to Odell, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Odell will say, "Thank you very much for your help in this matter. This is something unprecedented for sure. I can see why Kadrin wasn't keen to share this information. His greed obviously got the better of him, wanting to find out what was behind that door that he'd found. He will have to be punished, unfortunately. We'll have to leave it to the council to decide his fate."
Sorry, I am giving the diary over as well.
Yes, I'm assuming he's read it.
Was it safe for us to have brought this thing here to you?
Well, there's only one way for us to find out, and we're going to do some studies on this particular item and see what its purpose and uses is. He kind of places and kind of listens for a second. Says, "It's speaking abyssal. can't quite make out what it's trying to say. It's a combination of whispers. It can't be anything good, but we will find a way to protect it and find what its use is. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Verdigris,
Yes.
you are by this point forward awarded the Mantle of Grey and are permitted to train with Earhart from now on.
Ah, yes.
Earhart just kind of gives a groan.
I shall be a dutiful knight. I shall slay any monsters who dare approach us. You will not regret this, sir. I will.
Crockett, your master will be very happy to know that the mines will be opening again soon, and you will finally have you will be able to get your oars and you'll be able to get back on with smithing weapons for the settlements. You will also get priority in the food halls as well.
Bean supply.
And coffee, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Thermos, thank you very much for your service here today. I know you didn't need to. We will make sure that you get some upgraded farming equipment. Make sure that your farms are producing much better stock, much better crop for this next season. And we'll be holding a festival for you and to celebrate what you've done for us today.
Oh, great. And who's supposed to be supplying the bloody food for that?
Well, yeah. Well, hence
Yeah.
why we're giving you updated equipment.
So my reward is more work. That's bloody fair, isn't it?
We'll send some of the.
We shall aid you in your.
It gives a slight chuckle. Strings, thank you for what you've done, and Strings just going to nod and just say yes. Right, well, let's take this, and he hands it over to Earhart, and they take it away, and he nods and says, "Thank you once again." Okay, and that would be sort of like the end of my little one shot that I've done. But I am just going to do 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, you are all brought to a meeting with Odell, Earhart, and the rest of the Ivory Dozen. There's 11 of them there. The Ivory Dozen basically means Earhart classes as 2. He is both the front and the back of the Ivory Dozen. He's that strong. They all bring you guys forward to a meeting to talk to you about the artifact that you have found. Odell addresses you all and says, "We've been doing some research into the item that you found a fortnight ago within the Pyrite mines in that chamber. Safe to say the chamber has been collapsed upon. We've destroyed it, as it will eventually bring danger to us. The item we now know to be known as the Exel Orb was one of the reasons why Snarglurk the Fetid had chosen this to be his site to settle on the material plane. This particular orb has the power to give any demon lords the ruling power over the other lords, if it is used correctly. However, combined with 3 other orbs, it also has the potential to close the portal at the Sullen Slaughter. We may need your help in retrieving the rest." And that's where I'm going to end my one shot.
Oh, it's so cool.
So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. It only ran 15 minutes longer than I expected to, so that was actually quite well timed. I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm really glad, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Just as a quick throw together. And I love the characters, guys. Thank you for bringing those to
Yeah,
this
it was a lot of
game.
fun.
That was good. I'll turn the stream off and then we can chat about it if you like. But thank you for anyone that's watched Domesticated Moss. If you're still there, thank you. If you're not and you're watching after the fact, you always get a special mention. And tonight's session was not sponsored by Caprani Wheeler, but we like to mention them anyway. And thank you very much. Please join us next week for our next session, and next Sunday please join over at SS Adventure, where you can see what Doug gets up to in the next session.
I will be at MCM on this weekend.
Yes.
If you want to come say hi, you can see what I look like on last week's stream. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can say hi to Ralshin while you're there. And anyone that is going to MCM, enjoy. I wish I was going. I always do. So anyway, time for us to call it crits. Thank you very much, and see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.